welcome to my channel. So I just wanted to introduce myself since I am starting my YouTube channel. I uploaded some videos of where I've traveled in the past years, but now I am actually taking it serious. Just a little bit of like just reminders of what I did back then, and I just wanted to film that. But I wanted to do a little get ready with me while I'm just getting ready and talk about a little bit about myself. So I already moisturized and primed my face, and so I'm going to start off with using the It Cosmetics CC Oil Free Matte. So it looks a little bit like this. So I'll start off by doing that. So the reason why I really just started doing this is because, as I mentioned, I want something to look back to when I have kids, just something that they can see what I did, a little bit of that. But I have two dogs. They're both corgis. I have a male and a female. One is named Hulk and the other one is Nala. So Hulk is turning 2 the end of the month, August 28th, and Nala is 9 months. So it's fun having two dogs. It's a lot of work, but they're super cute. I graduated with my master's in my master's in leadership and management, and a concentration in HR. So my career is in HR. I got my bachelor's in business management with a concentration in HR and general managing. So that is where I want my career path to go. I went in with the concealer of ColourPop, and yeah, so I graduated from DePaul University. So that is, I'm a double demon since I got my bachelor's and my master's there. I don't live in Chicago. I live in the suburbs. And after that, I'm gonna go in with the butter bronzer. I really like this bronzer. And I'm going to get a little brush. So it looks a little bit like that. And I enjoy going out with family and friends. So going back, as I mentioned, I am in HR. I work from home, which is good and a bad thing. It's good when I need to be home, but it's bad because I like to interact with people and I get that face-to-face interaction. But yeah, so far I like it. My goal is to be an HR director. Basically everything that I do in HR is confidential, so I won't be able to share any of that. I'm going with the Merit in the color Raspberry Beret, and I have their brush, and I'm just gonna use lightly. But being in HR, I really enjoy it. Well, I started off going to college for getting my bachelor's in education. So I wanted to be a math teacher because I enjoyed math, and I knew that I wanted to do something with teaching because I started teaching at CCD classes, so Catholic classes. I started doing that for a couple years. I was a substitute teacher and I was a tutor at the high school that I went. So I did that for a couple years. I also worked at a park district and worked with children, so I knew that I wanted to be with kids. And then going into my classes at DePaul, I started teaching, and I realized that I did not want to stay in a classroom my whole entire life. So that's when I started going to my career counselor, and I told them that I don't want to go into teaching, but I don't know what else there was out there. So after that, I started taking some personality tests. I kept going to business. So business was what my personality test went into, just because I like to talk, I like to work with people, and turns out that I went into HR, and I really loved it. We started taking first some general classes. So HR was one of them. Accounting and finance, I knew that I did not want because I cried basically every day. It was one of my harder classes, and so then I knew that I wanted to stick with HR. So HR was something that I started pursuing. Luckily, I was able to get a job right after college. So ever since then, I continued in HR. So I'm gonna go back with the bronzer and then go up with the crease. And just go lightly. So during that, I have not changed, and it's something that I enjoy doing. I also get something like, I always like feel more empowered because I'm a Latina. So working with families and workers who are Spanish speakers and did not talk to HR because they didn't talk in English. So knowing that I'm there now, they're able to ask questions about their benefits. Some of them didn't even know they had benefits because they didn't want to ask. And a card they never received like the insurance card. So they just thought that they never did have any. But little did they know that they enrolled. So that's one of the things that I really enjoy, and they're able to feel comfortable to coming to me and speaking to me and just venting whenever they feel frustrated or anything that's happening. That way I'm able to help. All right, so now I'm going to do my brows. I really don't do anything with my brows. I use the Anastasia Brow Wiz and then the ColourPop Brow Gel. So the only thing that I do is just line it up very lightly. I recently just got married. So my wedding was a pandemic wedding. I got engaged in 2019 and we were supposed to get married in 2020, but then COVID happened and we postponed it for 2021. So we got married in September, so it was a fall wedding. The thing is that when we were getting married, the mask mandate was over, but then the week of my wedding, they announced that everyone has to wear a mask again. So that was kind of a bummer, but we got married in a Catholic church in Chicago. And it was very sentimental because that's where most of my family got married. My parents got married there, my uncles got married there. So it was just a family church that we went to. And so I wanted to get married there. Oops. So after we got married, our theme for the wedding was Avengers theme. Obviously it was still elegant, but it was like I had 2 cakes, so it was an Avengers themed cake and my wedding cake that I chose. But it was the wedding of my dreams. Everything about it was very special and sentimental, and I just loved it. My husband was the good thing is that he was very pro Avengers theme, just because he liked Avengers as well. But yeah, I have the video of my wedding on the YouTube channel as well, but I didn't create that video. It was all from my videographer, so they did a really great job on doing that. So if you want to take a look at the video, definitely I'll link it down below. Yeah. Alright, so I got some sponges or pads from Amazon that everybody's like raving about it. So I'm gonna try it out to set my under eye with the concealer. I can open it. Alright, so it comes with pink and black. So you have an option. So I'm going to go with pink. And I have the Ilia setting powder, so I'm going to use that. So I'm just going to use a little bit, just because it is very pigmented. Just like that. And then I'm gonna go in with the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish to set my whole face. Okay, now I'm going to go curl my eyelashes. Growing up, I really liked to dance, so I was in a dance team. 2 years out of my college career, and then I stopped. And in high school, I competed. I was in a step team. So that's something that was fun and really showed me a lot when it was balancing like school, sports. But we competed at state and nationals, and I think we were a pretty good team. We won state and we got second in nationals. So we did that. I really enjoyed soccer. I did soccer for high school as well, only for a couple of years, because then I just committed to dance. I also danced in high school, so that was always fun. My parents also traveled when we competed in Tennessee. They traveled to come and see me, so that was always fun. So I'm using the Superhero It. It's a mascara. I think these are one of my favorite mascaras. I really like the Better Than Sex mascara, but that one, it's really hard to take off. So I changed to this one. And this one has been my favorite. See my lashes. And that's all about it. That's all I do with my lashes. I use the Morphe Setting Mist. It looks like this. I spray it all over my face and let that sit. But other than that, that's all I do for a simple look. So I didn't do much, as you can see. But I like very simple makeup. I don't like putting too much. But yeah, I'll see you in my next video.